All right, let's move on to the Casino Gauntlet match to determine a new TNT champion. So, yeah, Kyle Fletcher, Don Callis comes out in his Don Callis ways, says we're going to do all this for Kyle, justice for Kyle, whatever we're doing. But then we had Tommaso Ciampa get himself the number one spot here in the Casino Gauntlet match. Is he the victor? What happens here?
It feels like that's the easy choice, but it also felt like when Adam Cole went down and then they did the impromptu match with Kyle Fletcher and Dustin Rhodes at All In, well, that Kyle Fletcher would win that. So we don't necessarily always just go with the layup when it comes to like a impromptu match for a title. It's hard because who's in it, right? We don't really know who's in this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Now, could it? Ooh. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull a Hail Mary. A Hail Mary. I think Kyle does win the title. Kyle O'Reilly is going to win the title.
That's who you want me to write down here?
No, I don't. But wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool?
Kyle.
Yeah, it's still a Kyle.
We should have
on the contract. It says Kyle O'Reilly.
Kyle.
Yeah,
right. This should be for the interim title, is what this should be for. And then when Kyle O'Reilly wins it, Kyle Fletcher keeps calling him interim Kyle, and he's like, "I'm interim TNT champion Kyle O'Reilly." And he's like, "That's what I said, interim Kyle." And he's like, "But when I'm back, I'll be the number one Kyle." And he's like, TNT, and no, I'm the champion, right? And they'll just be like, no, yeah. And then that's how we
battle.
start.
Yeah, it's a battle for the TNT Championship and for the name Kyle. Yeah, that would be Kyle. Because I'll tell you this, another name that kind of tugs at my heart, because I think we're going to do something big with this, and I don't know why. I think because Tommaso Ciampa feels like the layup, and that doesn't feel too exciting because he was already champ once. I feel like we might do something big here. The other name that tugs at my heart, Jay White. Jay White,
yeah. We haven't seen him in a bit. Yes, that would be a big like splash. That would be like a big thing. We know from being at a dynasty that name tears the roof off sometimes.
And then that would give the Bang Bang Gang a little bit of solidify.
Really, solidify. They do call it that still. They say it by name, right?
Yeah, and it solidifies some of that shit because they're kind of all around just losing and kind of hurt and all this stuff. So
I feel Dark Order-ish right now. I'm still saying Ciampa though, but just because I don't know who else is in there. And yes, Liverpool chat says, didn't a gauntlet match cost you last time, Tim? And
yes,
it's probably going to happen here. Tony Khan and his goddamn gauntlet matches. Tony.
I am going to, you know what? Because I don't think he was that hurt. Like he's out for that long. I feel like I'm going to go Kyle O'Reilly. I don't know why.
Did you say Kyle O'Reilly?
Kyle O'Reilly. It just feels like Kyle O'Reilly needs to come back. And he beat Moxley twice. You know what I mean?
All right. So final answer, Kyle O'Reilly.
Mm-hmm. Because where's the pay-per-view at? Yeah, no,
this
not
is
Ciampa.
In Vancouver, British Columbia, Canadian.
Isn't he Canadian?
He is Canadian. It's going to be.
Doesn't that feel like?
So, all right. So now that we've put in our final answers, I really hope Jay White shows up and wins this thing. You're like, son of a bitch. And then you have to wear the shirt. All right.